everybody, it's Christy Bryant. I caught up with Michael Henderson and his crew installing new plants and refreshing beds out in Circle C today. I hope that you enjoy the discussion about spring planting and gardening.
So the foundation of our business started out as gardening as a service, and one of the frequent complaints I got from people in the neighborhood was that the guy that mows my lawns, he doesn't really know anything about plants. The gardens look terrible. Can you help me out here? So I actually built a business off of that. We'll come out once or twice a month, fertilize all the plants, prune them, clean out the garden beds, make everything look really nice. And we expanded that to lawn care as well. And now we're doing, what we have been doing for the last couple of years, is landscape installations. Planting new gardens, getting rid of a lot of lawn space and converting them to a more natural environment, and planting pollinators. So if you ever need any assistance in that area or have any questions, please give me a call or text 512-966-0055. This particular project is a result of a neighborhood designer, Lynn Peterson, and she selected some plants that it's going to do well, not only for Central Texas, but also concerning the sunlight conditions here, which are a little challenging. Get a little bit of sun, and then the sun moves behind the tree. So you have to want to make sure that you put in plants that are going to do well in those conditions. One part is plant selection, and if you see here, we're pulling up this guy here, which is really popular in the Central Texas landscape. This is Nandina. It is not a native. It does very well in this environment, but the challenge with this is that in the fall, it produces red berries, very attractive to birds. They are poisonous to birds. This species, I believe, hails from Africa. So it does very well in our environment, but most people that enjoy the native plants and don't want to do any harm to the environment are starting to avoid Nandina now. So that's a result of the designer's decision and the homeowners, so we are removing it. You really want to understand what type of soil conditions whenever you are selecting a plant. Look at the label, see what lighting conditions it grows best in, and what type of soil that it likes. And unfortunately, most plants that we're looking at like very well draining soil, and we just don't have that. So you need to amend the soil to do that. What we do is we don't just dig a hole to fit the plant in the container. You want to dig it out. You can see we've dug out all the way out to here, and approximately 3 times the volume of the container that you put in. That way the root system will have abundant room to expand into that environment, have a mature root system, and that it'll slowly migrate into the existing soil. What we do when we amend the soil is we take a really close look and see what the soil conditions are in here. And this has been a pre-existing garden for some time, so I expect the soil to be very nice and filled with organic matter, lots of mulch. That's a benefit of adding mulch to the garden. It breaks down and starts enhancing the soil. Typically the soil we use is a garden blend, which is a blend of soil, compost, and sand. It has a lot of loft, allows the water to drain down deep into the ground so it doesn't just run off. A lot of Central Texas natives really love that type of soil condition. So not only dig the hole, but amend the soil, give the plant an environment to grow. Once you have a new plant in the ground, it's like a baby. Another mistake I see is this is a drought tolerant plant, so they stick in the ground, they won't water it. That's a big mistake. It has to mature to have that drought tolerance, and it's not a matter of days or weeks. It's probably the better part of a year to get real stability. As these mature year after year, they become more and more drought tolerant as well. I've got a very large 7-foot American beautyberry in my backyard, and it's been there for over a decade, but the first few years I had to give it some supplemental water, but now I don't worry about it at all, and it just thrives year after year. Lawn care is really critical to get started early in the springtime because, especially here in Central Texas, you want a very vibrant and healthy lawn with a good root system going into the summer months. Otherwise, the summer heat and the drought is just going to take its toll on your lawn. Whenever you're planting grass, you want to make sure that it's going to get enough sunlight. This is Palisades Zoysia. Usually it's good in part shade with just about 4 hours a day of sunlight is all it takes to keep it healthy. So that's a good shade tolerant plant. I know a lot of people like the St. Augustine. That does very well in the shade, but it also requires a lot of water because the root system is just not that deep. The Palisades, on the other hand, has a very extensive root system, and it will get down deep to where you need it. It's very drought tolerant as well. The biggest important factor in lawn care is going to be the soil. Grass needs to have a good soil base to develop a great root system. So what we do is if it's really in bad shape, we'll break it up by spreading some gypsum on it. That's been very effective. But the best thing to put on soil time and time again is compost. This is a compost that I've used. It's called Command Compost, and it's actually been injected with additional microorganisms, kind of their top secret blend. That makes a very uniform and consistent compost product. Happy gardening, everyone.